Tonight's top story: for the first time, we're hearing from the attorney representing the family of the San Antonio man shot and killed by an ICE agent last year.
The details of Ruben Ray Martinez's death kept under wraps for almost a year until a watchdog nonprofit uncovered ICE documents regarding the shooting. And it was just on Wednesday, a grand jury in Texas chose not to indict any agents involved.
KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna is live in studio tonight. Megan, what is the family asking for now?
Well, EC's Henry, their understanding is that since a grand jury has been presented with this case, the investigation is complete and they want to see all of that evidence. Depending on what they see will determine their next steps.
Rachel Reyes, the mother of Ruben Ray Martinez, chose to stay silent on her son's case until now.
We knew of an officer-involved shooting in South Padre Island. We had no idea it involved an ICE agent or agents.
We didn't go to the media when perhaps we could have. And that was out of respect for law enforcement in the process.
Speaking on her behalf is attorney Butch Hayes, who was hired back in September by the family to help gain closure.
What happened? What happened in the seconds prior to those gunshots, and how did they treat Ruben after that?
On March 15th of last year, Martinez drove up on a car crash scene in South Padre Island. Assisting local law enforcement with traffic were ICE agents. DHS claims Martinez failed to follow law enforcement commands and hit an agent with his car, resulting in another agent shooting and killing Martinez. But the passenger in the car, Joshua Orta, disputes those claims, stating in a written statement Martinez never hit anyone. However, Orta died over the weekend in a car crash in San Antonio.
And the last thing that happened in Ruben Martinez's life, the very last thing, was that he managed to put the car completely in stop, which is where it was when the initial officer had the conversation with him. And as he's being shot, he's telling this officer, "I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir."
On Wednesday, a grand jury heard the case and declined to indict anyone involved. It's unclear what evidence they were shown, including Orta's accounts of what happened. But Hayes says this doesn't change their mission, which is to find out the truth.
We have always wanted video, always wanted the video. We understand that there's video out there.
Joining in on that call for evidence is Congressman Joaquin Castro. He wrote this letter Thursday to Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem and the Director of the Texas Department of Public Safety.
The family is willing to live with what the videos show. Is DHS willing to live with that?
Hayes tells me Martinez's mother wants the public to know she supports law enforcement and the president, but feels there is information being withheld. The family is not taking legal action until they get that information. We did submit an open records request for any video or documentation in this case. We are still waiting for a response back from the Texas Rangers. Reporting in studio, Megan Reyna, KENS 5.